The story of my life starts with the story of my country, as I was born 6 years after independence, a sickly child not expected to live. But by the time I was 6, I was in better health than my country, for La Patria had already suffered 11 changes of government. I, on the other hand, had only endured one major change. My mother had left my father. I could hardly remember my parents' separation, and as for my country, I grew up amid so many wars that I had no real understanding of the danger I was in. What I feared was not the revolutions themselves, but the dark hole underneath the house that we had to hide in whenever a war broke out. We children had no idea what the fighting was about. One side was red, and the other side was blue, color being the only way we could tell one side from the other, though both sides said that whatever they were doing for La Patria. We had fought off an invasion from Haiti, and soon we would fight a war with Spain. Now, we were fighting among ourselves. I still remember the song my sister, Ramona, and I used to sing. I was born Spanish. By the afternoon, I was French. At night, I was African. What will become of me? We were living, my mother, my sister, Ramona, my tia Ana, the second mother of the household, and myself, in a small wooden house with a bright zinc roof, far enough from the central square to escape bombing and looting. Who ever heard of 2 women owning a house? My father was said to have exclaimed when he heard the news that his wife had bought a house with her sister. We were proud of our house, and most especially, we were proud of our zinc roof. If you had a fine old house from when the Spaniards first settled in the island, you no doubt had a Spanish tile roof, which was all very fine and pure-blooded of your family to have, except for the fact that if you had that kind of house, you would be living in the old Spanish section of the city along with the government house and the prison house and the cathedral. And in time of war, that would be the area where the opposing side would aim its cannons and blast your fine old family roof to hell. And so, a zinc roof from the United States of America, which was a country much closer by than Spain, was a more convenient roof to have in 1856 when I was 6 years old and bombs were going off up and down the streets of the capital as the Reds fought to recover La Patria from the control of the Blues.